Hi, I'm Tiff from brigandtiff.com, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the consumerism trap and some strategies for how to be a minimalist in a consumerist world. This week has been a really strange week for me because as I've been trying to reteach myself how to think about my purchases and my intentionality as far as my possession goes, it seems like little things crop up that really trap me and that suddenly spin me out of control, like I've forgotten what my purpose is and what I'm doing and completely forget about my goals. For instance, just a couple of days ago, my husband and I were sitting in bed and we were scrolling through some of our social media and we came across an ad that was for a lens that you could put on your camera and it would zoom as far as, it would zoom like 80 times. And so you could take pictures of like the moon if you wanted to. And we were like, oh my gosh, this thing is so cool. We've got to get one. And the ad said, hurry, purchase now. This sale won't last long, only for one day. And it was for like 75% off or whatever it was. And we were like, oh my gosh, we better get this right this second, because if we don't and we end up thinking later, oh man, I wish we would have bought that, then it would be extra money. And we were like, okay, let's just go ahead and buy it. So what do? We click the purchase button, right? And so then as we're going through the purchasing process on this website, they are upselling me. And I didn't think about this at the time, but I wish that I had caught myself earlier. But as you said yes to each new purchase, it would upsell you again and said, oh, well, if you're interested in that item, you'll also be interested in this item, and we can give it to you for $20 extra. And we went through a couple of them before we realized, oh my gosh, this company will literally upsell us until we spent $1,000. And so I stopped us and I said, no, we're just buying that one item, the one that we saw. So I'm looking at the website and there's not a edit your cart kind of button. And I was like, oh no, what? Like, I don't want this stuff. What do I do? So what do? I'm an idiot and I press the back button. Little did I know until my bank calls me later that every time the website upsold me, it charged my card. It didn't wait for me to think about it later. It immediately purchased those things for me. Normally, when you get to the end of your purchasing process, the company will say, do you want to confirm your purchases? And you say yes, and then it charges your card, right? Not this one. And I fell for it. I fell for the consumerist trap. I fell for, it's a one-time sale. Hurry, purchase this now. Hurry, come and get this, or you're going to miss it. You're going to wish that you had bought this. Oh, and by the way, here's some other things that you're going to want while you're here. I totally fell for it. And so I press the back button and I go through it and I purchase just the one item that we thought about from the beginning. And my bank calls me and says, hey, did you know that you had just purchased like eight items from this same place? They're all individual purchases. Did you do this? And I realized I really fell for it. I really fell for this trap. And I have felt completely guilty about it since then. And guilt is maybe not the right word. More, I have felt that I did not understand my resolve to not purchase things that I didn't actually need or didn't want before I had seen the ad. And I had fallen for the trap that traps everyone into purchasing things that they don't need. And so my husband and I, we have been talking about ways that we can keep ourselves from being influenced by ads that will get us to make novelty or impulse purchases. And we've thought about a couple of different things. The first thing we thought about is to unsubscribe from the emails that you get coming in that encourage you to purchase things. For instance, there's a lot of flash sale type of companies that email you to tell you, hey, this is our deal of the day. Better come in and get it before it's gone. Those kind of things are really tempting because you can see a lot of things that you would like and you think to yourself, well, it's cheap right now. I better get it while it's cheap. But really, if you hadn't purchased it at all, you wouldn't have missed it. You would have completely forgotten about it and your life would have gone on just fine without it. Another thing we've decided to do is unfollow our Instagram accounts that encourage us to purchase things. We're going to do the same thing with our Facebook, where you unfollow the companies that bring ads into your feed. We have decided that that's something that influences us too much. And so we're going to unfollow those so that we can have less ads coming into our social media. We feel like these things, these little actions can help us from receiving, or help us to receive less ads that are influencing our desires. One of the hardest things about minimalism is curbing your own wants and desires and your appetite for purchasing, which, crazy enough, you can actually have a desire and an appetite to purchase. That's why we have retail therapy. You actually have an addiction or a desire to go purchase, and it fills very temporarily a void that you feel inside. But we're deciding that that's not the way that we want to fill the voids that we have in our hearts. We're going to fill it instead with visiting the people that we love, or serving others that are around us, or having quality time with our immediate family. We're going to reach out and find a different way to fill the emptiness that you inevitably feel in your life. There's just a better way to do it. So by avoiding the constant barrage of ads that come into your life, you can limit your susceptibility to the consumerist trap, which influences you to purchase those items that you don't need on a whim, that actually just sit in your closet or your house, taking up space and putting more weight on your shoulders. Comment below to tell Brig and I what kind of things that you do to help you avoid the consumerist trap. I hope that you can help us to live a little bit better and to help us become less consumerist ourselves. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say and the advice that you have to give us. Also, you can go to brigandtiff.com to read articles that we have written about minimalism and other subjects. We would love for you to go there. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we hope to hear from you and to see you here on our channel next time. Thanks so much.